team, how are you doing? I'm here with the lovely Amy today. Come in, Amy. Nice to see you all. We're going to be training glutes, of course, today, and then doing some chest and back work. Are you excited? I know I am. I look excited, don't I?
Yes.
Amy looks excited
I can't
too.
wait.
She can't wait, she said. So what are we going to be doing today? Well, we're going to start with a frog pump hip thrust. So you are going to need a yoga mat on the floor to protect your lovely gluteus maximus and your back on the floor. You're probably not going to need a band or a dumbbell. You could put a dumbbell or a barbell on your hips if you wanted, but I quite often find that these are effective enough without any weight whatsoever, and they are really going to work into the glute medius and the maximus as well. We're going to do 3 sets of those, then we're going to head into a foot elevated lunge. So you are going to need the platform, one of these if you have them, or a yoga block or something to put your foot on. You're probably only going to need 1 dumbbell for those. Amy's going to be holding, I would say, a 10-kilo dumbbell today, Amy. If you feel like really hurting yourself, you can hold a 15, but I warned her. I said, Amy, these really hurt. And she said, oh, I know, I've done them before. So you can also turn a chair around and hold onto a chair if you want. Sometimes I find if I hold onto a chair or just like rest my hands on it, it actually enables me to really focus on squeezing the glute, which is good. Then we're going to go into a lying leg curl. So you're going to need a dumbbell for these. Amy's going to curl in a 10 kilo. She might go up to a 15 kilo because she does have pretty strong hamstrings. 10 kilo is 22 pounds. 15 kilos is 32.5 pounds. Again, you might not be doing any near that, and that is totally okay. You just work to your own level. If you don't have a dumbbell or don't feel comfortable holding one in between your feet, then you can do the hamstring glute bridge, which we will demo to you at the time, which is basically a glute bridge on the floor or a hip thrust on the floor, and you just walk your feet out further so your heels are on the floor and you're thrusting into the hamstrings. That is a really good alternative. Then we're going to go into a band quadruped hip extension. So you're going to be on your hands and knees and your forearms. You're going to put a glute band around your knees and you are going to donkey kick up the back, and you're really going to work into the max and the medius. The upper glute max and the medius. Then we're going to go into a deficit push-up. You're going to need 2 dumbbells for that, and then into a row on your knees. Amy's going to use 22 pounds, 10 kilos for those. You can go lighter or heavier depending on how strong you are. I normally use 20 kilos. 20 kilos, 244 pounds, but that's because I'm a little bit insane, actually. But again, you might just be going lighter on those. Totally okay, work to your own level, of course. And then we're going to go into a chest press on the floor. Amy's going to use 10 kilos or 22 pounds for that, and then straight into a pullover. So she is going to either hold 1 of the 10 kilos like this and go into a pullover, or if she feels like going a wee bit harder, she's going to hold 2 5 kilos, 1 in each hand, slightly different angle, or 2 7.5 kilos. So 5 kilos is 12 pounds, 7.5 kilos is 17.5 pounds, I think, hopefully. And she's going to be just deciding what she wants to work on or how strong she's feeling whenever we get there. Then we're going to finish with 1 set of an alternate rear delt row. You're going to bend over, put your hand on a dumbbell, and then you're going to row out to the side with 1 arm, because we want to build up that lovely rear delt. You see that nice line? That's what you get when you work on your rear delts, and that's what gives you a lovely shoulder cap. Probably, I would say, we're maybe going to go with, by the time we get there, I would say 5 kilos, 12 pounds. Might go a little heavier. She's really feeling it, but I can imagine she's probably not. So we'll see whenever we get there. Again, it's just to burn out the shoulders at the very end and really make the rear delt work hard. So are you ready?
Ready.
I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm excited. Okay, Amy, get yourself down onto your yoga mat. We are going to get started. Let's get the fan going. Let's get the music going. What are we feeling today with the music? Feeling something super pumpy. Yeah. It's going to take a minute or 2 to get into this one, I think. Okay. Got my microphone on today. Yep, it's always a good thing to have your microphone on. Music is going. Amy's in position. Gonna get my timer. Right, Amy. So here is how we're gonna get started with this one. You're gonna bring your feet together to touch if you can. The flats of your feet don't have to be completely together. You can just kind of touch the inner edges of them if you want. Knees are gonna go out to the side, palms flat on the mat. you are simply, Amy showed them before we do it, you're going to thrust up and squeeze those glutes at the top, and then come down, touch, and straight back up again. So you don't want to, it's more of a pulse, like almost like a bump, bump, bump. You want to go like reasonably quickly with those and keep the effort on the glutes because we're not using any weight. Feel good, Amy? Okay, are you ready? Let's get going. Timer started. 10 seconds on the clock. Have a great workout, everybody. I can't wait to train with you, except I'm not training with you, Amy is, but we're gonna be here together. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Nice, okay. I want you to start thrusting those bad boys up. Get those hips going. The knees don't have to come all the way down to the mat. In fact, I hope they don't. Knees are up here at like about a 45-degree angle, but you can play around with the angle of the knees to make sure that it works with your glutes. You want to be feeling these in the glutes from the very beginning. You probably are feeling them already, Amy, are you?
Yeah.
You really do. Now, check in with your shoulders. Are you hunching them up around your ears? If you are, press them down. Shoulders have absolutely zero use in glute work. Check in with your hands. Are you gripping the mat? If you are, relax your hands like you're playing a piano, nice and chill. Check in with your chest. Is it all tensed and hunched? If it is, melt it into the mat. The only thing that should be working here are the glutes. You're pumping, squeezing for 3, 2, 1, and relax. You got a whole minute here. How did that feel, Amy?
You feel it?
Do you feel like you need a whole minute, or do you feel like that was easy enough? Do you want a dumbbell on your hips, or are you feeling like...
You try one?
Do you feel like, yeah, I sometimes find the dumbbell. So let's try a dumbbell. I'm gonna give you something to place over your hips. I sometimes find the dumbbell on the hips almost is more awkward in a way, and more awkward to use, but you can test it out there. There's a big heavy bad boy for you, Amy.
You might regret.
Well, test it there and see, and you don't actually have to do it. Sometimes I find it's balancing it is almost worse. You gonna get a bigger squeeze at that, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah? You wanna keep it?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Give it a go.
So Amy's gonna give a dumbbell a go. I've given her a 15 kilo, which is 32.5 pounds. You've got 8 seconds left. She's got a towel underneath it. She's gonna balance it on her hands. She's gonna thrust that bad boy all the way up. Are you ready? And go, Amy. Nice. So you're just touching the butt down. So like a little tap at the bottom and then a thrust. Tap, thrust. Tap, thrust. And the glutes really are going to burn. Now, you don't have to be like forcing your feet together, okay? You don't want to be like putting a hell of a lot of effort into the feet. If your feet are sitting at right angles with just the inner edges touching, totally fine, okay? Play around with them. Not everybody has the flexibility to keep their feet all the way together and then their knees all the way out. I want you to be feeling this in the glutes. If you're not feeling it in the glutes, play around with the feet, play around with the knees, but keep going. How's that feeling now, Amy?
I'm feeling it in the glutes.
Just feeling it in the glutes. Now make sure you're squeezing the glutes at the top. If your glutes are not burning, you're pressing into the wrong area of the body, okay? So just try and relax everything. Except the glutes, and then thrust those bad boys. You've only got 5 more seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. How did that feel? Nice.
Great. Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, she loved it. Sometimes my glutes actually, the girls will tell you watching this, like sometimes I sit down, I'm like, my glutes actually start to
tremble.
Tremble,
Yeah.
yes, they really start to tremble. And you have to actually get yourself up and moving because otherwise it really is hard. But I have noticed like such a strong, like I've just noticed here, I can really feel a much bigger mass building on the back of my glute max. Like it's insane how effective these are because we're doing them every single day. So and the glutes obviously have the glute medius, the glute maximus upper and the glute maximus lower, and then the hamstrings. And see, whenever you work all 3 sides continually every single day, you really do feel it. Okay, so I want you to choose your level for the last set. We've got 10 seconds left. You're going to be doing it either with a dumbbell. They don't really work with a band or without a dumbbell. 3, 2, 1. If you're not feeling it in the glutes, then squeeze harder. Go a little faster. You can even hold at the top and pulse. 2, 3, 4. Try wee pulses, Amy. So squeeze it up. Pulse. 2, 3. Keep going. 4, 5. Keep going. 6. Going to 10. 7, 8. How are the glutes? 9, 10. Then 3 full. 1. Come on, do some pulses, Amy. 2, 3, hold, pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower. And pulse, how's it feeling? And lower, all the way down, sorry, I'm at lower 3. Number 2, go again, and then pulse for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Couple of full reps to finish. You've only got 3 more seconds. Last one, woo, well done. How did that feel with the pulses?
Yeah, really hard.
Normally it's Amy torturing me in a yoga class, so I'm actually quite enjoying this little like reverse of fortune here. Okay, lift that yoga mat for me. Guys, you want to get set up quickly with your, just chuck it out of the way somewhere. I am going to get this chair turned around. So, and Amy's not going to need it because she has beautiful balance, but us mere mortals do not. So we're going to do the easy version. So how you're going to set this up is, probably going to start with the right leg so they can see. You're going to set your block behind the chair. You're going to place your front foot on the block. Where did I set my towel? Because my white chairs keep getting dirty marks all over them. 13 seconds. So you're going to place your hand on there. Now, let's go with a 15 kilo. 3, 2, 1. And one leg back and lunge. And keep it there, that's you. Now with control, Amy. That's you, all the way down. I want you to squeeze this glute. Okay, beautiful. Sorry guys, that wasn't a very good transition. So you're squeezing this glute, so push it back. That's it, and squeeze. Now, Amy, show them the RDL for those who can't lunge. You cannot lunge, you're doing this. So push into this glute. That's you. Back leg stays super strong, and you can really feel that, can't you, in that glute? Unbelievable. Okay, back to the lunge, Amy. Nice, excellent. So this is really good for building the glutes, building the hamstrings, and building the quads. We always want our second exercise to be some kind of squat variation. How are you feeling, Amy? Quad burning?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, nice. 4. Right, Amy, switch it up, other side. 3, 2, 1. Switch it up, other side. Let's go. So Amy's got her back foot quite far forward, which is good, because that actually means that we're really working the quad and the glute at a nice deep level. So if you wanted to have more quad activation at the bottom, you would force your knee forward over the toe. But we're not going for maximum quad activation here, we're going for maximum glute activation. Sometimes we will have this leg further back, sometimes we will have it further forward. Today we're going with the further forward, and at the bottom I want you to drop the glute right down, Amy. Yeah, that's it. So so a lot of people try and drop this alternate knee. I want you to focus on dropping the glute. If your quad is burning, you can stop for a second at the top. Going from one side to the other is really hard. Amy's doing really well here. You have to be like, oh, like doing that TikTok or that hip dance, you know. 5 seconds, nearly done. 3, 2, 1, and pause. How was that?
Jelly legs.
Sometimes at the top you have to be like, oh, you know, what do you call that dance where they did like the flossing? The flossing thing. I'm like, oh my God. And then I think, I'm supposed to be like this world-class fitness athlete here, and I can't even do a bloody set of lunges with a 15 kilo dumbbell. They're very humbling, aren't they?
They are.
Very humbling indeed. Okay, take a break, guys. You need a drink, Amy?
Yeah.
Grab a drink. Where is you got your water?
Yeah.
Okay, so sometimes we will do these, as you guys know, with the leg way back, okay? And again, still working the glute here, but what a lot of people do wrong is they do this, they bring the knee forward. Whenever you bring the knee forward, you're working more into the quadricep. In these ones, what we want you to do is we want you to drop down, and I want you to drop this glute right down. Some people think about dropping the knee, but if you drop the glute down, that's really gonna push that glute into the stretch position and work it harder. Do you wanna go with 15 again?
We can try.
And go. Yeah, 15? Tell me if you want to grab the 10, you can grab the 10. It's up to you. Sometimes I just set it down halfway through, Amy.
Okay.
If I feel like my leg is literally going to explode, which it does, and sometimes I get to the 3rd set and I'm like, I actually can't keep going here. I need to set this down, and I just keep going with no weight, especially on the 2nd leg. because the second leg really
Yeah,
is
the second leg is hard.
a killer. You're doing so good, Amy. So again, I could give you loads of tips here, but the tip really is just get through it. Like literally get through it. And honestly, if you feel like you want to do a half rep, I'd rather you stop. Stop, Amy, and pause. I'd rather you stop, straighten your front leg for a minute and just give yourself like a hip wiggle. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Okay, go to failure and then recommit and go again. No half reps, okay? I want literally that knee to come right down to the ground, the back knee. I really want you to feel it here and the pause, that's you. See, because we just want to get through the reps sometimes. We're just switch, Amy. So what we do sometimes is we just want to get through the reps as much as we can. I don't want you to get through the reps. I want you to do the reps with full range of motion. And if that means you do 2 or 3 and then you stop, and then you do 2 or 3 and then you stop, that's what I would prefer you to do, because that's going to failure and beyond. The second side is a killer. Your other leg is now screaming. Are your legs screaming, Amy?
They're screaming.
Is your front leg? I can see your front quad. Her leg's actually shaking. It's trembling like this. If you need to, set the dumbbell down. There's no shame, like seriously. Or just push your knee back and take a little break for a minute. And like really just like pause and be like, oh my goodness, think about your life's choices for a second. And then think, okay, I can do 3 more. You have 15 seconds left. If you can do 3 more, your quads and your glutes are really gonna thank you. Come on guys, you can do this. 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we have 1 more set each side, which is awful. Do you want to sit down for a minute? Sit down and rest. So 1 more set each side. Now, why are we doing another set? Because this is such a hard exercise, but this is a really, really good quad builder, okay? And we are working glutes because this is ButtCamp, but we really want to work into the quads as well. We want to strengthen the legs, the quads, the hamstrings, the glutes, the upper glutes. Working your legs is literally working half of your body. You're building so much muscle. You're raising your metabolism in a way that you never did before. You're activating all of those growth hormones, and you're literally just raising your metabolism and shooting it through the ceiling. And that's really just what's necessary. And you've only 15 seconds left. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna tell you, I hate these with a passion. Like, detest them, hate them. 5 seconds, Amy,
So
you ready? Body weight if you want, body weight if you want. Honestly, like seriously, you'll get a lot out of them with body weight. And go. Yeah, got it there, excellent. Or if you want like a little 5. Do you want a 5? Sure. But if you want to set it down and go with body weight, there is no shame. Your leg will still tremble like crazy whenever you get about 30 seconds in. You always think, oh, that's so nice, and then you realize it's not good. See, can you pause for a minute at the bottom, Amy? Pause and then come up and then straight back down, go. Yeah. So I don't want you to straighten this leg. I want you to keep it a little bent. You're gonna have to set the dumbbell down at some point. That's it. Okay, so here's your challenge. Whenever you come up, keep that front leg a little bent and go straight back down. And then your leg is literally gonna start to burn like the fires of hell. Is it burning?
Yeah.
Good. And if you need to, pause for a second. Like take the weight off, straighten the leg. You've got 10 seconds. Can you do another 2? Literally, you've only got 1 more side. Can you do another 1? Beautiful, right, switch it up, other side. Let's go, guys, 1 more minute. 1 minute and you are done. So I don't want you to straighten that front leg the whole way. I want you to come up so there's still a bend in it. And you'll be like, oh, and this is so good that I can continue to talk now, because normally I get to this stage and I can't talk anymore and I can't give any more instruction. Good, keep a little bend in that front leg. At the bottom, I really want you to focus on that hip. If you need to drop the weight, drop the weight. If you need to pause, pause. But more than anything, rather than just getting through the reps, I need you to really focus on doing the reps correctly. Like you want to really feel this glute. You want to really feel the hamstring. You want to really work into that front leg. It's gonna burn. It's gonna burn like a bitch. It's literally like the fires of hell are in your quad. You've only got 10 seconds left. You can do this, come on. Come on, you've got like 2 more reps. 2 more reps, come on. We're working, we're moving, we're in the zone, we're grooving. And we are done. Your lunges are finished. Well done, Amy. Amy, you're not going to be able to walk tomorrow. Okay, lying leg curl. Get your mat again, Amy. So everybody grab your yoga mats. Amy's gonna go with a 10 kilogram, 22 pound dumbbell Have a wee lie down, Amy. Have a wee rest. You have a 30, in fact, pull off your microphone and set it in front of, set it here on the ground. That's fine, just there. So if you need to talk, I'll pick it up, but it means it won't crackle, which is good. So Amy's gonna go with a 10-kilogram dumbbell. If you need to, I can set this up for Amy, but how you set it up yourself is, don't do it, Michelle, you're fine. Yeah, so you just set it up like this, nice and tall, and then you just grab it with your feet. You wanna go super slow with these, okay? Now, if you don't have a dumbbell that you can grab with your feet, you're gonna do these lying on your back. We'll show them a couple of reps and then we'll spin over Amy. 3, 2, 1, grab that dumbbell, bring it in slowly. Bring it into your butt all the way, and then all the way out. Now this is where you're really gonna feel it. You're gonna feel the stretch, so you can touch, and then pull it back in. I always say, touch, pause, engage. That's what they say in rugby. Okay, now Amy, I want you to flip over onto your back. Flip over onto your back. Good, now bring your feet out towards me. That's you, lift your toes. Now then energetically drag your heels back towards your hips, and now lift. Okay, and then up and down. Go up and down, pulse, that's you. This is what you're doing if you don't have a dumbbell. This is a hamstring glute bridge. Isn't that awful? Isn't it actually just horrible? It's genuinely horrible. So I want you to dig your heels into the earth if you don't have a dumbbell, and you are dragging energetically your heels back towards your butt. That's going to activate your hamstrings, and then you are pulsing those hips up, and your hamstrings are going to cramp and burn. They really are, and you're done. Excellent, relax. Which one was worse?
The second one for longer.
That one is awful, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's such a simple exercise, and it is so tough. Okay, so we'll next time flip around under your tummy. We'll do these ones again. How did the 10 kilos feel, by the way?
Fine.
Felt okay, that's good, yeah. So we'll give her a wee break. So Amy's gonna do the dumbbell for the next exercise, but I wanted to give you an option of either or, because sometimes it can be a bit awkward to pick up that dumbbell with your feet. And also then you can lift it up, and you can bring it in too fast, and then boom, it hits your shin and you're like, shin bruise. So if you do pick it up with your feet, make sure that whenever you're curling it in, you curl it in really, really smoothly, so it's not giving you a bruise on your shins. And if you're wearing shorts like Amy is, then it's probably gonna be a little uncomfortable, but you're tough and you can do hard things and you'll be fine. Are you ready, Amy? So shuffle it in there, get it comfy. How does that feel?
Good.
Do you feel like you need me to reorganize it?
I think I'm okay.
No, let's shoot all the way out. Clutch it, stretch, and then back in again. Nice. So the slower you go on these, the more the hamstrings are going to work. And the hamstrings are actually in their most engaged position whenever you are in the fully extended position. So you want to squeeze your hamstrings into your butt at the top. Try not and arch your back, but there's going to be a slight arch in the back, right? And if you find that your back gets sore doing these, you can actually place a rolled up towel under your hips. And that's going to support your hips a little more. But I find these so satisfying. Do you find them satisfying, Amy?
Yeah.
Oh, they really are. They really stretch your hamstrings and strengthen them in that really lengthened position, which I just love. You have 12 seconds, guys. You're doing so good. Squeeze them in and then lengthen it all the way out. Feel how good that feels. Ooh, it's so hard. 3, 2, 1. And then just plonk it down. And take a little rest, Amy. Okay, which one did you prefer, Amy? In terms of working harder? Yeah, that was harder, was it? Oh, okay. Yeah, I find that it really works the hamstrings in that very lengthened position. Yes, you can't just fling it up and down. Yeah, yeah. And that's the biggest mistake people make in the gym when they're doing lying leg curls. What they do is they kind of go too fast. They just fling it out and in rather than really lengthening it and stretching the hamstring in the lengthened position and then contracting it and bringing it back in. Because although at the top in the hamstring you're getting that squeeze, that's not where the hamstring is working. The hamstring is working, the muscle is working when it's in the maximum stretch position, and then you contract it and bring it in. That's why the glutes are working the most. You stretch them and then you contract them and you power them up, right? Okay, go again. Maximum stretch, maximum squeeze. That's what you're going for. Okay, whenever you're ready, and go. You got it comfy there? Mm-hmm. As comfy as you can?
Yeah.
Good, don't drop it. Excellent. Nice, so stretch it all the way out, touch down. And there's always that little moment before you touch down where you're like, am I ever going to get there? And then you get there and you're like, oh, there it is. And then you pull it back in and you squeeze at the top. It's actually such a nice squeeze if you can really pull it right into your butt. But it does take a lot of discipline to hold the dumbbell between your feet. You're doing so good, just 30 seconds left. Nice. I can see Amy's wee bum working here, working. Her hamstrings are flexing. Yes, Amy, doing so good. Takes a lot of control, a lot of discipline, but we want to work the hamstrings and the glutes, okay? There's no point in lifting your glutes without lifting and strengthening your hamstrings, because that is what lifts your lower back. You have 5 seconds, just one more rep. 3, 2, 1, good, and you're done. Well done, Amy. Woo. Nice. Okay, so you're gonna stay on your yoga mat. We're gonna go into a band quadruped or quadruped. I don't know why they say quadruped leg extension, donkey kick. We have done these, or hip extension. We've done these before. There's many, many ways to do them. You can do them with your legs straight up in the air. You can do them with your leg kind of out to the side slightly with your toe turned slightly out. I want you to find the best angle that works for you. Today we're gonna go straight up and back, but if your foot at a slight angle and slightly out to the side works better for you, then you're gonna go with that. Get your band on, Amy. You have 20 seconds, guys, so get your band on. You're gonna come onto your hands and knees and onto your forearms, and you're gonna place one side of the band under one kneecap. This is quite a tight band Amy is wearing. It's the medium stretch band. So get it under the kneecap, or down onto your hands and knees, behind the knee, and go. That's you. So stretch straight up to the air. Now, the band that Amy's wearing here is super tight. So she can't actually lift her leg very high. But if you had a band that is slightly less tight than this, your leg might come up a little higher. So Amy's trying to push her foot up to the sky. She's bringing her knee down quite far, but not so far that it takes the tension off the band. You want to keep the tension on the band the whole time. So bring it down and then push it up. You really want to push it up. You want to contract the glute. Now notice how Amy's back is not moving. It is okay for your back to move a little bit, because as you force that up and really squeeze the glute, there's going to be a little bit of movement in the back. But you're not arching your back. Do it wrong, Amy, and arch your back. Okay, and then curl and then arch. Yeah, so you're not doing this, okay? You're not curling and arching, curling and arching. This is wrong. Now do it right. Keep it 4 seconds. You're gonna go to the other side. 3, 2, 1, switch sides. Get that band on the knee. Get it on the thigh. Let me fix it for you. And there you are. And go. Is that in the right place? Pull it down a wee tiny bit there. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Nice, guys. Let's go. Straight from one side to the other. Really use the glute to lift. So again, you're not using the back. A lot of times people say, oh, I don't feel this in my glute. I feel it in my back. Do you feel it in your glute, Amy?
Yes.
Yes. Amy feels it in her glute because she is isolating the glute. Her upper body is literally completely stock steady, but it would be okay if there was a little movement in the back. That would be totally fine. But she's not arching her back and throwing her back into it to lift the leg. She's literally using the glute, and her glute is actually vibrating here. I can feel it with the effort. Keep going, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. I know these ones I find that my glutes start to pulse.
You don't expect it to be so hard.
And that's whenever I'm like, oh, and you almost have to take the band off for a minute, because if you don't, you can't get away from the feeling. You've definitely got a good glute pump on there, Amy. Yeah. So we have another set on each side of these before we go into our upper body work. And how are the legs and the glutes feeling?
Trembly.
Trembly. This is Amy's second workout today, believe it or not. So she was like, yeah, it's fine, let's go straight into the next one. I was like, you're a better woman than me. I normally need a wee break in between them. And I have to say, I normally feel quite lean whenever I do these workouts. I look at myself, I'm like, oh, it looks so lean. And then Amy comes in and I'm like, don't look lean at all compared to Amy. Look like a big monster. Okay, 13 seconds. Get yourselves set up. I think I'll just sit down here and I just get a magazine and sit in the corner here, Amy, and watch you work really hard.
From the corner.
Okay, and then I get it around the knee. Okay, and go. Let's go. Come on now. Put a bit of effort into it. You really want to force that leg up, squeeze the glute at the top. Remember, there is nobody there watching you do this. Only you are there putting this effort in. It takes a lot of discipline to go to failure, pause, and then go beyond failure. So many of us are used to stopping when it gets hard, but not you. You are not stopping when it gets hard anymore. Well, you are. You're stopping for a minute, but you're pausing. And then you're going again, and then you're pausing. And then you're going again, and then you're pausing. Even though that glute is burning, even though your body is screaming at you to stop, you're not going to stop. You're just going to pause. You're going to gather yourself, and you're going to go again, because that is what builds character. That is what builds muscle. I've talked to you the whole way through this. You've only 8 seconds left. Hopefully you've been mighty distracted. You're going to switch sides now, Amy. Switch to the other side. And you always think, oh, this will be so nice to switch sides. And then you do it, and then you realize that this leg here is now actually burning. So this is very normal, guys. Whenever people switch sides, they go, oh my God, the leg that I was just working is actually burning more than the one working. But that's because it has just been doing a lot of work, and now you have it in a stretched position. Sorry, Amy, I'm totally grabbing your bum the whole time, but now you have this glute in a stretched position, so it's working and the other one is working. You are welcome. You're welcome that I just create these absolutely horrific exercises for you to get the best results possible, because I am fully committed to your progress. Keep going, Amy. How are the glutes feeling?
They're burning.
You got this. And slow it down if you need to. You can notice that Amy is not doing these at super fast speed. She is taking it slow and deliberate, because it is better you do full range of motion, slow and deliberately. 7 seconds, rather than you rush through them and hurt your back. 3, 2, 1. Oh, and rest, Amy. Well done. She was like, thank God.
Get the band off.
Okay, get that band off. Give your butt a good slap. You're like, yeah, baby. Oh, nice. Okay, grab a set of dumbbells. We're coming into our deficit push-ups. We'll keep that mat down there, Amy. What would you like for your rows? Do you want to try those 2 10s? So Amy's going to try out the 2 10s here, the 22 pounds. Come onto your knees. And so after you do your press-ups, you're going to bend over with both, and you're going to row. So come up to this. So after she's done her push-up, she's going to come under her knees, and you're going to row them in, and you're going to pull your elbows back. That's it. Yes. So you want to really pull the elbows like this, back like this almost. That's it. So you're really trying to work into here. That's it. Got it. So are those 10s going to be okay, do you think, for a minute? No, touch and go. 7.5s. Yeah, 7.5s. No shame, Amy, no shame. 10s are heavy, especially if you've got and go, Amy. Deficit push-ups. Okay, guys, come into your deficit push-ups. Amy's doing the full position. Amy, show them the non-full position. Yeah, on your knees. Okay, so you're gonna be on your knees. Luckily, they have a preview for these videos, so they can actually see what's coming next without me talking about it. Excellent. So see how Amy's keeping her elbows nice and close? She's actually doing these as a tricep push-up. This is totally okay. If this doesn't work for your elbows, show them, Amy, elbows out to the side. Yes. You can bring your elbows slightly more out to the sides, okay? If you want to make this easier, walk your knees in, Amy. You come to here, you bring your chin down. That's you. So options to suit all bodies. Elbows can come out to the sides. Elbows can stay in for triceps. Completely up to you. Knees can come in like Amy's. You have 10 seconds left to the switch. Or if you want to make it harder, knees further out. Or you can do the full press up position. 3, 2, 1. Up on your knees, Amy. Bring those dumbbells in. Okay, first option, as Amy's doing. Notice how she's pulling her elbows back. She's not rowing up, so Amy, row up to your shoulders. So this is not what we're doing, okay? We're not rowing up to your shoulders. We're pulling our elbows back like row, row, row your boat. So row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Okay, if this is too hard, press your hands down onto the mat, Amy. Lift one and then the other. This is your option. Okay, one, then the other. So if you can't do 2, your back is sore, your arms are sore, you've just given up on life and you wonder why you started this program in the first place, this is your option. Hands on the mat, you're rowing the elbow back. So you're trying to pull into, sorry Amy, the middle of the traps here, okay? You're literally trying to pull into the middle of the traps and work in the rhomboids. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh. Yeah, that was so good. So again, guys, choose your level, or girls, should I say, choose your level. You can literally do the 2, and if you're doing the 2, it's like row, row, row your boat, and you get there and you're like, oh, no, this is really hard. You can go to singles, right? And then you'll be like, okay, I'm gonna try for 2 again, and then you can go for 2 again. What you want to do is build strength as you go. There's no prizes here for being a hero, none whatsoever. You can try to do your full weights, your full reps, your full version of the exercise for as long as you can, and then drop down a level. And then you'll find as you move through the program, you'll be able to do the full version for longer and longer and longer and longer. And you'll get stronger as you go. Okay, so 10 seconds back into the push-up. Amy, you choose whatever works for you. So dumbbells can be wide, you've got 4 seconds, they can be close together, wherever works for you, and go. So Amy's gonna go for the mid-range version here, because let me tell you, doing a full minute of press-ups is absolutely no joke. None whatsoever. And again, if you need to break at any point, you can break, you can take a quick child's pose, you can push back on your knees, give your shoulders a little rub, and then you can recommit again. Doing so good. Excellent. Is your chest and shoulders burning, Amy?
Yeah.
I bet you they are. These deficit push-ups really do work the front of the shoulder, the front of the chest. But you guys are doing so well. You have 23 seconds. If you feel like you need to, Amy, there's no shame. Yeah, child's pose. So Amy's pushing back, giving her shoulders a bit of a wiggle, and then she's gonna commit for the last 10, 12 seconds. You've only got 2 sets of these. This is the last set of these. Then we go into our rows, and then we're moving into our last exercise. And into the row, Amy. Okay, take time to get yourself set up. Give your shoulders a break if you need to. And then you're gonna row those arms back. So think row, row, row your boat. That's it, pull them back. As if like you're in a, what do you call those things, Amy? I think they do them is it in CrossFit or the High Rocks where they do the skiing things? That kind of action almost. You're like trying to pull them, yeah, that's it. Pull your elbows back. If you need to, if you feel like you want to drop down to the 5s, drop down to the 5s. Absolutely no shame. Or if you want to go to singles, put one down, do singles. You've got 28 seconds left. So if you want to throw in a couple of singles, anybody wants to throw in a couple of singles, set them down, just do one and then the other. You can last 20 seconds in singles, or you can do last 10 seconds in singles and then last 10 seconds commit. I don't want your shoulders up though. I don't want you to be forcing, like crunching your shoulders and forcing your traps. That is not good for anyone. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Oh, well done. Okay, we only have the chest press. You can lie on your back now, Amy. Chest press and pull over to finish. Squidge down a bit, so I'll set these here. Just take a little break for a minute. Yeah, let's just press with those. You can go slightly heavier if you want. You might find after all of that chest work that 7.5s are...
There's no need.
No, are strong enough. Okay, so we've got 28 seconds. Get your dumbbells set up. I like to get them set up like Amy has them here, where you have them sitting beside you, up in the air, and then you can just grab one, come up onto your elbows, and then from your elbows, push them up in the air. You have 12 seconds left. This is a flat chest press, so your palms are going to face forward. It's not a close grip where your palms will face one another. 3, 2, 1, elbows on the floor and push. Now, lift the chest high. That's you. I really want you to feel that stretch in the chest, and then whenever you bring your hands in, you are squeezing the chest muscles at the top. So it's not like you're not like arching and pushing, which is what we want to do because we want to push with our back. You're pushing and squeezing with the chest. It's kind of like a micro movement. You really have to feel that squeeze at the top. How's that weight feeling?
Good.
Yeah, if you need to pause, 30 seconds, take a big pause at the top. And you can slow it down. So you can pause and think, okay, and then slow up, pause, hold for a minute, whoo, and then go again. So what I sometimes do, you have 15 seconds left, is I go, okay, I'm only gonna do 3 more. And then you might reach a point where you literally fail and you're like, I don't think I'm gonna get them up, and your arms start to shake. And that's how you know you failed. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, set one down. You're gonna grab one dumbbell, yep, like that, and hold it like this. And then overhead, pullover. Good, okay, so Amy's going to hold the pullover this way. This is gonna be pretty easy for her because it's a light dumbbell, but she's worked hard, so we'll excuse her. So notice how she's got a slight bend in the elbows. So she's reaching over, keeping the bend in the elbows touching, and then pulling back up. I love this exercise because you stretch in the chest on the way over, and then you engage the lats to pull up. So Amy's stretching now, stretch, stretch, stretch chest, then engaging the lats here, and pulling it back up again. It starts off feeling very light until you get to like your second or third set, and then you realize that it's actually really tough. So how's it feeling, Amy?
It's tough.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so don't bend the elbows. So show them wrong, Amy, now. So come up and then do a skull crusher. So keep your elbows up there. So it's not this. You're not bending the elbows in a skull crusher. This is a good exercise, but this is not what you're doing. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, so we're not doing a skull crusher. We are doing a pullover. It's a completely different exercise. You take a break there for a minute, Amy. So in a pullover, and I know I teach you this all the time, but you want to feel the stretch here in the front of the chest. So as you're over, you're in maximum stretch. Then it goes into the lats. Your lats kick in, and they are what pulls it back over again. I actually prefer to hold 2 dumbbells, so I would usually do it with the 2 7.5s. But you don't then stretch over quite so far because you're obviously hitting the top of the dumbbell. So
Yeah.
you've got one more set, guys. So we're going to do the one more set of chest presses, and then one more set of pullovers, and then I think that'll do us for today because we're already at 35 minutes. Okay, 10 seconds. Get yourself set up. You'll be glad to know we're not going to do the single rear delt flies, Amy.
Aww.
And go! I think we've worked hard enough. So this is your last exercise, team, okay? So I want you to make it a good one. After this, you are done for the day. Your workout is finished. Keep pressing the chest. Keep squeezing the chest at the top. And whenever you really focus on pushing up and squeezing, it completely transforms the whole exercise. How does that feel, Amy? Nice?
Yeah.
Good. And if you need to pause at any point, if you feel like, ooh, I've only got maybe 1 or 2 more reps, you just pause at the top. Pause, take a big deep breath, and then think, can I do one more? And then you pause, and then you think, ooh, can I do one more? And then you pause, and you just keep pausing, and then if you get to the point where your arms are shaking on the way up and you know you won't get another one, then you failed and you're done. Okay, 5 seconds, nearly finished. 3, 2, 1. Okay, do you want 1 dumbbell or 2? You want to try it with 2?
Okay.
Or are you done? Hold them together in the middle. And then stretch them overhead. Might be too heavy, or is it good? No, you've got good lats. How does that feel?
It's okay.
Feel you can do a whole minute of them?
No.
No? Okay. So go with the 2 5s. Set them down, Amy. Amy's switching it up. Tell me how that feels.
Yeah,
Is that better? Yeah. Okay, so because we like to challenge her. She's strong. We don't want her to go away feeling like, you know, she didn't get a good workout today. I would feel like I had failed her if she went home and said that was good, but it didn't really work very hard, and I feel like I need to do another workout. Good, Amy. How's that feel? Good. I love that stretch. See, whenever you get that stretch right over, touch. I always think stretch, touch, pause, engage. It's not what I always say to myself. 8 seconds and you're done. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Well done. Oh, we missed. That was so bad. Well done, Amy. That was amazing. Well done, guys. I was going to make you do. And we wanted to finish and I'm like, you're done. Do you feel you're done?
I'm done.
Yeah, she's done. She's like, we worked really hard. I'm always trying to make it like super hard. And then I remember that, you know, not everyone is crazy like me. Although I think you're all a wee bit crazy as well, because otherwise you wouldn't be here. I tend to attract very crazy people. Okay, we are done. Let's just finish with a little moment of gratitude if you will join me. Come, Amy. Amy's used to this because she teaches yoga as well. So we'll stand side by side. Just bring your hands into your heart in prayer. Bow your chin towards your chest. Take a great big inhale through the nose and then exhale, let it go. Just take a moment here, no matter how busy the rest of your day is, please just join me for 60 seconds where you drop your body into parasympathetic mode of rest and digest. Because no matter how busy your day is, how much you have on, how much you're rushing to get to the next thing, there is such a beauty in the pause. So if you can just take a little moment of gratitude for yourself, you're going to feel the benefit in the rest of your day. Have gratitude for your body that moves, for your mind that thinks, for the fact that you showed up today to practice, I was going to say to practice yoga, no, to train your body. Because no matter how you felt before you came, you came. You came broken, you came tired, you came stressed. You came when you didn't feel like it. There were so many things today that could have stopped you from showing up for yourself, but yet here you are, with endorphins coursing through your blood, having built inner and outer strength. And please know that the discipline and the strength and the consistency that you are building every day that you show up for yourself will literally carry you through into anything that you want to achieve in any area of your life. For if you can show up and do what you say you will do, you can actually achieve anything. I'm telling you, I know because I've done it, and now you can too. So please, with the knowledge of the magnificent creature that you actually are and the miracle that it is to be alive, take a great big bow to yourself. As I bow to you, as Amy bows to you, thank you so much for coming to practice with me today. Thank you, Amy. Namaste, for being here. The teacher in me honors the teacher in you. It was my deepest and greatest honor to train with you today. Thank you so much for allowing me into your life, into your home, into your body. Thank you for trusting me. And thank you, Amy, for being my victim. Hopefully we're going to see a lot more of Amy being my victim, and hopefully you're enjoying these training sessions where I'm talking a lot more and instructing you through them and not like collapsing on a heap on the floor, which is what normally happens, although I think you secretly enjoy that as well. So just to finish, can I tell you how amazing you're looking? Like, I'm telling you, every day you show up, you are just looking better and better, and I couldn't let it go without telling you. So I'll see you tomorrow in another training session. Have an awesome rest of the day wherever you are. And bye for now. I thought you were waving.